Right at the top of this video here, this is all about the Google CashBacks program that is out there in TikTok ads, and maybe you saw it on Facebook or Instagram or somewhere else as well. Tell me where you saw it, by the way. Google CashBacks program, is it a scam or legit? That's what I'm going to talk about here in this video. And hit like down below. That could help people stay away from what is a scam. This is not real. This is not Google sponsored. I'm going to tell you everything I know about this, its origins, how it begins, where it goes, and what they try to do to you. It's all really terrible. They being the scammers. Google has nothing to do with this. The people behind this are using the Google logo. It starts in TikTok ads, video ads with deepfake AI audio and visuals, meaning manipulated lip movement of a woman who has nothing to do with this. And you can tell in the video because instead of saying haven't at the beginning, she says haven't or something like that. She also says ill instead of I'll, I''LL at one point, another sign. So I'll show you where this begins, where it goes, and how dangerous all of this really is. This Google CashBacks program, if you're looking for an app, a download, or something like that, reviews, this is a scam. Let's watch the ad that I saw on TikTok. And by the way, thank you, TikTok, for accepting money from outright fraudsters for thousands and thousands of different ads, just like Meta does, to help the scams thrive. Ridiculous. Absolutely insane.
Listen carefully. If you still haven't checked whether your name is on the platform's selected list, you might be ignoring something bigger than you think. And to be honest, most people only find out when it's already too late. So it's better to check this now, because if your last name shows up on that list, it means your account is qualified to participate in the cashback validation process. And when I found this out, I didn't think twice and got in right away, because letting it pass would be wasting an opportunity that doesn't show up for just anyone.
Let me just mention this as well. There are thousands of different scams just like this. This is not just like, oh, they need to take this scam down, then we're all good. There are so many scams out there. And again, like advertising platforms allow them because they get money. They get accept money from these people. And the FTC, no one's going to do anything about it, apparently, for years and years, decades, it seems like. And that's just the way things are in our world, unfortunately.
Today, I thank myself for not ignoring it. And it wasn't just me. The people who also got in say they finally understood how this process works and why so many people want a spot on that list. In case you're curious, it'll explain it to you. The mechanics are very simple. You access the dashboard, see what shows up for you, confirm the validations, and answer a few basic questions just to prove you're human. And after that, you just let the platform organize everything without any complication. My friends who joined with me keep validating because they realize it makes sense and that it's consistent. Not one of those things that disappear overnight. If you don't want to be left out while others take advantage.
Right, and that takes you to here on this website, which is a .top website. It's claiming to be Google with a cashbacks program. Anything else, by the way, that has to do with Google and a cashback sort of a thing, if there's an app out there on like the Google Play Store, that has nothing to do with this. This is supposedly the Google CashBacks program brought to you exclusively by Google, not a third party, but it is a scam and Google has no involvement with this. Someone's pretending to be Google. It says, Google Cashbacks helps you recover cashbacks that are being forgotten every day by thousands of people. Congratulations, you've been selected. And so let me just tell you right at the beginning of this video, because I know a lot of you aren't going to stick around. This will likely try to take a lot of money from you at the very end. That's what this is going to end up being. A lot of money. And that's not good. You don't want to get involved in this. Do not. And if you did, if you gave away a credit card number, call your credit card company. If you gave away bank information, call your bank for sure. So congratulations, you've been selected, but you haven't. You just received access to Google's new tool for recovering cashbacks. Take advantage, earn your rewards now, complete 3 redemptions and make your first withdrawal in minutes. Click the button below and start now. I'll click the button. It says redeem your reward. All I have to do is type Nike and I get $77. Come on, like this is insane. Amazon, I have to type Amazon. And this is the third and final one, Apple. And we type in Apple and it says, I've received $230 for doing nothing over the course of about 20 seconds. It says I can withdraw funds here. I hit withdraw funds. I'm not going to choose anything official here. I'm just going to say other method and see what happens. Confirm selection. Watch video now. And what is going to be in this video? I'm assuming it's a deep fake of someone talking and narrating or something like that. Maybe they'll have celebrities. No celebrities or famous people ever endorse this. Whoever's talking in this video is going to be deep fake AI depictions, and other footage might be just stock video. Let's see.
Google just released a new program that pays up to $300 per day for people who want to claim forgotten cashbacks on behalf of others.
Is that Jason Statham? Why are they... What? Jason Statham? How random. What? He has nothing to do with this, obviously. This is him like promoting a movie probably, and they're using his image and likeness with deepfake technology. And again, the Google Cashbacks program is not legitimate. If you're looking up Google Cashbacks program, download, app, something like that, no, it's all a scam. And Google has no involvement with this. Someone is pretending to be Google to prey on you, victimize you, elderly people especially, I'm assuming, and get their money. Don't let them win. Don't let the scammers win.
Using just their cell phone. This new opportunity made headlines on the Fox News this week, which revealed it to be the biggest financial opportunity of the century.
Google just launched its new tool, capable of making ordinary people earn from $150 to $400 every day.
Deepfake. This is not real. This was never broadcast. Someone has manipulated the lip movement of these two people. Again, I'm not going to say it again, but other people in this video who are talking about this never actually talked about this.
By claiming forgotten cashbacks.
All you have to do is type the codes into Google and redeem the cashbacks. After that, you'll receive your commission for every redemption made, and the money will be in your account within 15 minutes. If you don't earn at least $100 today, I will personally send a $10,000 wire transfer to your account as an apology. But be careful, this opportunity isn't available to everyone, only for selected individuals. And if you answered the code questionnaire before starting this video, it means you were chosen. So stay with me for the next 60 seconds because I'm going to show you how to start profiting with Google's new redemption system and unlock your $200 initial balance that you earned before starting this video. Just like what happened with John, take a look.
I used this new Google tool. I managed to make $350. So I kept using it every day for about 30 minutes. I saved up enough money to pay off all my debts and decided to quit my delivery job to do this full time. Today, I can take my wife and daughters to the best restaurants. I can give them a decent life.
I see the best restaurants, that part, in so many of these videos. Like they think that's going to be the one thing that appeals to people. And I just always makes me laugh, even though this is all terrible.
I'm Jason Statham. You may know me from movies such as Fast and Furious, Adrenaline, and others. And today I accepted Google's invitation to be an ambassador for this project. We want to promote this tool to qualified people and then make it available to everyone. This is the best financial opportunity of 2026. But how does it work and why would Google pay to redeem cashbacks? Well, have you noticed that almost every major purchase you make today at big stores like Amazon or Walmart offers you cashback? This is part of their loyalty program. They use this cashback as a way to attract customers to buy again and spend more money on their products in future purchases. What happens is that when one of these companies offers cashback on a purchase and the person who made the purchase forgets to use it, that money stays in the system. This generates billions in losses for companies because the customer does not return to buy again and the money remains blocked. We're talking about billions of dollars that sit unused in these companies' systems every year because customers forget about them, and that's a problem. If customers don't use their cashback credit, they don't feel the need to return to make another purchase, which hurts the sales cycle. So to maintain their $1 million profits, these companies have partnered with Google to create a tool where ordinary people can redeem these forgotten cashbacks without leaving home. And the best part is that when we redeem these cashbacks, the company makes millions from it, and you receive a portion of that money as well.
Is it weird? Is it just me, or like, is it weird for them to say cashbacks as like a plural thing? Yes, they have the new CashBacks program. Like you can tell that's something that came from someone who isn't a native English speaker. It doesn't sound right. The Google Cashback program sounds better. CashBacks program sounds like, oh, someone from a different country came up with this as a scam.
Withdrawing that initial balance of $230 and closing the tool forever, they withdrew the money and never redeemed a single cashback again. This ended up generating many inactive accounts, and Google was forced to create a way to stop these smart Alex. What Google did was create a small fee for new users. But don't worry, because the amount of this fee is returned to your account in less than 15 minutes.
So that's how they get you. This fee, suddenly there's a fee. And of course, that's the step where you're going to be asked for your financial information so that the scammers can then profit from you, not so that they can send you $230 plus a bunch of other money.
You just need to meet a goal of 20 redeemed cashbacks. This will take less than a minute per redemption, and that's it. You can withdraw your $230 plus the fee you paid to access the tool. Believe me, I would love to be able to give you this tool for free, but unfortunately I can't. So this was the only way Google found to practically give it to you for free, since in less than 15 minutes you will receive your fee back in your account, in addition to the $230 you earned for going through the verification steps.
Look, after 2 days of using this new Google tool, I already have $600 in 2 days. If I keep this up this month, I'll be able to take my daughter out to eat at a few different places
And I'm even thinking about putting a down payment on my own house.
What is this thing about going out to eat in like restaurants? I get it. I'd love to go to a nice restaurant, but they're trying to appeal to people who can't go out to nice restaurants, which shows you the scammers know they're trying to victimize people who don't have a lot of money, who are desperate for money, which shows you how terrible the people are who came up with this, and they'll never realize it probably. Maybe later in life, they'll be like, why did I do that? I don't.
Look, honestly, this new Google tool is the best thing that's ever happened to me. After I paid the requested fee, in less than 15 minutes, I was able to withdraw my money back and even made an extra $230. Today, I'm living 100% thanks to this system.
That's why the fee is irrelevant. I don't want it to be an obstacle for you to change your life, considering that this amount will be returned to you as soon as you reach the goal of 20 redeemed cashbacks. And in addition to the fee, you will already be able to withdraw the $230 you earned by completing the verification steps. And with each cashback you redeem, your balance will increase.
So whose hand is that? Whose hand is that right there? Whoever's hand that is, and it says that they're within the WhatsApp app, I believe, the very top of their screen. Whoever this is holding this phone here is the scammer. It has to be. I don't think they paid someone to make a video of them on their phone. This is whoever the scammer is. And it says Jason, but, you know, that could be a fake name, of course.
Today, if you spend about 30
Or not. Maybe it's not a fake name.
minutes redeeming cashbacks, I would say you can already withdraw at least $400. So tell me, what do you have to lose? Look, just to make it clearer, you will only invest $25. And I repeat once again, the fee amount is still yours. It will be added to the $230 you already earned.
They have tried to reassure us here, I don't know, more than 5 times for sure in the last 2 to 3 minutes that you're going to get all your money back, including the fee. Just give us your money. That's what they're saying over and over again.
Before watching this video, this balance will be released after you meet the goal of 20 cashbacks redeemed, which won't take you even 15 minutes. At this point, a button will appear below the video that says, I want to pay the fee. Do not click this button if you do not intend to pay the fee.
Safe purchase, money back guarantee. Wow, I feel reassured. There's a giant shield in Google colors, and it's got a check mark and a lock and a credit card with a security chip thing, and it's green. Secure payment, satisfaction guaranteed, money back guaranteed, 30% off. Oh man, and the thing at the top is they want you to quickly buy it. They say in 9 minutes and 33 seconds, I'm not going to be able to buy this anymore. And of course, as usual as I see with these scams, it says Access Pro, and it says it's $26.88, but there's a comma. I don't need to show you anything else on this page. Basically, this is an outright scam. The people behind this know that what they're doing is as scammy as it gets. They're trying to get you to fall for something that has no affiliation with Google. This could come with subscription charges of tens or hundreds of dollars a month that they're hoping you're not going to notice. The money back guarantee will never be honored. Are you kidding me? This is absolute outright a scam. Google CashBacks Program is not legit at all. And again, cashbacks, plural, that sounds so weird. The Google CashBacks Program is not legit. It is a scam. If you want reviews of this, it's a scam. That's all you need to know. This has no affiliation to Google, and there's no app. There's no actual download. There's no program or system or anything like that. This is all just an attempt to get your money. And Jason Statham has nothing to do with it. No one else you saw talking has anything to do with it. That's all deepfake AI technology. Don't fall for this. Like, comment, subscribe. The join button is down below. And stay away from this stuff, man. Thank you so much for watching.